Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. Sit tight, because what I'm about to tell you could really shake up the NFC East and send shockwaves through the league. Rumors are swirling around a potential trade that could see the Los Angeles Rams part ways with Puka Nacua, the rookie sensation who's been making waves this season, and send him to the Washington Commanders. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a move that could redefine the Commanders' offense and give them a much-needed boost at a critical point in the season. But let's unpack everything, because there's a lot to consider here. First off, let's talk about why the Rams might be open to trading Puka Nacua. Los Angeles has some salary cap issues right now, with roughly $6 million in cap space available after holding out Cup. The Rams are also dealing with a crowded wide receiver room, especially after Nacua's breakout rookie campaign, which has made him a valuable asset on the trade market. Historically, the Rams have shown they're willing to move players if the right deal comes along, especially if it helps balance their roster and prepare for future seasons. Their focus now is on maintaining flexibility for the defense and veteran acquisitions, aiming for a push in the final stretch of the season, possibly fighting for a playoff spot with a 5-4 record, as they look to solidify their position. In terms of what they're asking for, reports suggest the Rams might be looking to get a third-round pick in the 2026 draft in exchange for Nacua. That's a significant return for a rookie, but it underscores how highly they value their draft capital and want to focus on veteran depth, especially at key positions like the defensive line and wide receiver core, which are already pretty crowded. Plus, Los Angeles isn't exactly desperate. They're betting that they can make a playoff push with the talent they have. But they're also aware that trading Nacua could give them some cap relief and flexibility to bring in other veterans, potentially making a run with the odds at plus 300 to win the division or make a deep playoff push. Now, why would Washington be interested? Well, the Commanders are currently sitting at a 3-6 record, and the wide receiver position has been a bit of a concern lately. Terry McLaurin has been battling a quad injury, and Jahan Dotson has been dealing with a groin injury, which has limited their explosiveness and YAC, yards after catch, ability. The team's offense has been somewhat inconsistent, especially in the passing game, which has struggled to sustain drives at times. Adding a player like Nacua, who's been labeled as the YAC king, could be exactly what they need to inject some dynamism into the offense and help the team make a playoff push. Puka Nacua has been nothing short of spectacular this season. His numbers are eye-popping. Since Week 1, he's amassed over 486 receiving yards and scored 5 touchdowns, with a 13.0 yards per reception average. He's been a reliable target, especially in critical third-down situations, where his route mastery and separation skills shine. His PFF grade is holding strong at 87. 2, a testament to how well he's been playing. His ability to rack up yards after the catch with an average of 5.9 yards per reception in his career makes him a perfect fit for the Commanders' offense, which desperately needs a versatile weapon that can turn short throws into big gains. Not only that, Nacua's route running is elite, especially on crossing routes, where he has a success rate of around 90%. His contested catch rate is also impressive at 55%, showing his ability to make plays in tight coverage. Despite some minor injuries this season, like a knee issue in Week 3 and a back injury in Week 6, Nacua has consistently demonstrated resilience and a knack for making crucial plays. His stats in 2025 are comparable to some of the best slot receivers in the league, and he's been a workhorse target for the Rams, averaging roughly 2 yards per route run. For the Rams, trading Nacua makes sense from their perspective. Their cap situation and crowded WR room mean they're prioritizing balancing their roster. They might be looking at a future where they can develop other younger players or free up cap space to go after bigger names in free agency or the draft. While some skeptics might see Nacua's production as a fluke, the Rams are aware that he's a rising star, and they're willing to cash in now, especially if they believe the return of a third-round pick in 2026 can help them build for the future. Their odds of winning the Super Bowl are currently at +4,500, and they're projecting a 9-8 record this season, aiming for a playoff spot but not necessarily a deep run without some added pieces. Now, shifting our focus to Washington. If the Commanders manage to pull off this trade, they're getting a player who could immediately impact their offensive efficiency. Nacua's numbers in Washington could look even better than in LA, especially considering the team's current struggles with injuries and consistency. Think about it. He's a perfect fit for the slot, capable of creating mismatches and turning short passes into explosive gains. With McLaurin and Dotson battling injuries, Nacua could step in as a primary target, helping to keep the chains moving and setting up bigger plays down the field. In fact, Nacua's agility and quickness are notable. His shuttle time of 4.52 seconds is faster than Dotson's 4.60, and he averages around 1.8 receptions per game, more than some of Washington's current receivers. His ability to gain yards after the catch, up 16% from his previous stats, means he can be a chain mover, helping the Commanders sustain drives and increase their possession time. This could be a game changer, especially in close games or against divisional rivals like the Eagles, with whom the Commanders will face some tough matchups coming up. The team's current odds for a Super Bowl win have improved from +20 to +7,500, reflecting the optimism that adding a player like Nacua could be the spark they need for a late-season run. And let's not forget the potential cap fit here. Nacua's salary cap hit is around $10 million, which is manageable for Washington, especially considering the value he brings on the field. The team's offensive staff, led by their coaching staff, is excited about the prospect of integrating such a versatile weapon. His stats, averaging about 2.8 yards per route, are comparable to some of the league's elite receivers, and his ability to force chains and extend drives could mirror some of the impact made by players like Crowder during their best seasons. The trade, if it happens, isn't just about boosting the offense. It's a strategic move that signals the Commanders' commitment to building a dynamic, explosive attack. With the NFC East still very much up for grabs, and the Commanders sitting at 3-6, every win counts. The addition of Nacua could turn that around, giving quarterback Sam Howell a reliable weapon who can make plays in clutch moments, especially in third-down scenarios. His projected increase of 11% in third-down conversions after the trade would be a huge boost to the offense, reminiscent of the Moss brothers' days, bringing back the kind of offensive firepower that the team has been missing. Of course, there are risks involved. The Rams may be hesitant to trade away a young, promising receiver unless the price is right, and Washington has to consider whether the fit is perfect on and off the field. But the buzz from insiders like Adam Schefter suggests this is a real possibility, and the impact could be immediate. If the deal goes through, it could set a new tone for the second half of the season, energizing the team and giving fans hope that this could be the start of something special. So, in summary, this potential trade is a fascinating development. It's a strategic move that benefits both teams. Los Angeles gets a draft pick and cap relief, while Washington gets a dynamic YAC-focused receiver who could change the trajectory of their season. It's a bold move, but with the right execution, it could be exactly what the Commanders need to turn their season around and make a serious push towards the playoffs and beyond. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington fans, I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think this trade makes sense? Would you love to see Nacua in the burgundy and gold? How do you believe he would fit into this offense and help us make a playoff run? Drop your comments below and share your opinions. Your voice matters so much to us and to the team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. We're riding this wave together, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for our team. Let's go, Commanders.